OMO Record Entertainment channel, guys. If you're new to this channel and you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Vera Banye Omodiagwe. And before I go ahead, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and do not forget to comment at the end of this video. Guys, today is Wednesday. I'm super excited to be in the studio today. Like you all know, those who followed our content last week, it was a busy weekend, guys. It was Thanksgiving in America. I mean, for those who live in the US, if you know what I'm talking about, Thanksgiving is a big deal. So we're very busy last week with the celebrations and everything. It's a big feast here in America. People do take it seriously and they celebrate. So guys, I wasn't able to be in the studio to talk about one of our interesting hot topics, but today I'm excited to be here, guys. So like I said, today is Wednesday and we will be talking about our African parents in the diaspora. African parents, guys, especially men. I'm sorry, especially men, guys. How our African parents work multiple jobs, work so hard just to invest in Africa. Guys, you see a lot of our parents, they live their life in America. Their wife is here, their kids are here. Majority of their life is in America or in Germany, Italy, guys. But then they work so hard and they invest almost more than three quarter of their earnings. They invest it in Africa. They build big mansions, guys. They buy cars and keep it there just for their relatives to enjoy. A lot of them, they build mansions and put their cousins, their uncles, their aunties, they put relatives to live there, and they barely even visit Africa. They barely visit, guys. They build these mansions. Sometimes even if they visit once a year or once in 2 years or once in 3 years, and then when they visit, guys, they visit for 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they are rushing back to Africa, and they are rushing back to America. They are rushing back to Germany, to Italy, wherever they are. I find this very very sad, you know, like they call it, they call home. They call Africa home. You know, nobody denies that Africa is home. Like some of us from Africa, it is home. But then when you live all your life in the Western world, like some of us have been living here. I've been in the US for 21 years. And there are a lot of parents like me that have been here forever, 40, 50, you know. So now, yeah, America, where you live, Italy, Germany, that is home. That is home, guys. Let's not get it twisted. That is home because you have your wife and your kids there, and that's where you work and you pay your taxes. And to make it very simple, guys, you live most of your life here in the Western world. So this is supposed to be home to you, and Africa is supposed to be like a vacation or whatever that you call it, you know. But unfortunately, we get it twisted. You see, our African parents, we invest in mansions, we build mansions, cars in Africa just to get praises. Most of them, they do that because most often than not, we want to get praises. We want people to call us good names. We want to get titles sometimes, you know. And it's kind of really very sad. Whereas your family, yeah, and you see a lot of them there, they have those mansions, and yet they're still living in apartments. Yes, I know a lot. They're still living in apartments here. They haven't been able to buy a single home. But then go to Africa and see the big homes that they own. You know, it just really doesn't make sense. Like, how do you invest a lot and you're not there to enjoy it just because you want to prove to people that you're successful, you're doing well, whereas your wife and kids are suffering? You can't even support your kids. Your wife can't drive a good car. Your wife can't live the kind of life she's living, or you yourself, you can't even afford to live a luxury life, you know, live the American standard life, or the Germany, the Italy kind of standard, European standard life. You barely live it, you know, you barely live that life. But then because of what? Because you're sending all your of what? Because you're sending all your resources to Africa to acquire this mansion. We're doing that mistake. It's a very huge mistake, if you ask me. It's a huge error, because you know you cannot work so hard and you don't enjoy what you're working for. Your parent, your wife don't enjoy, your kids don't live that standard, all because you sending everything to Africa and you're building these mansions that you only see on pictures, guys. A lot of these houses, these mansions and these cars, you only see them in pictures. You're not there to live the life. And think of it, these mansions you even build, your kids will never go to live there. Your American kids that you've given birth here, they'll never go to live there, guys. Why? Because you've given birth to them here and they have greater opportunities and you want them to be better. They're never going to go back to Africa to inherit all of that. Trust me. The kids, they'll never go back, because they're living their life here and they're going to have better opportunities, and they are actually doing very well. And that's not what you want for them to run back home to go inherit the mansion or whatever you built back home. So guys, what I'm just saying today is that our African parents, please, the African parents, some of our African parents, please, that live in the diaspora, if you know you are guilty of what I'm talking about, please stop impressing people back home. Stop it. You know, try to make your family in abroad comfortable. Try to make yourself comfortable. Live that American dream. You know, drive that luxury car. Live in that beautiful home in America. You know, before you can think to build a mansion, if you have excess for relatives back home or whatever. It just doesn't make sense to build a big mansion in Africa that you barely live in. Whereas here in America, your kids and your wife and your family here in America, they are struggling. You yourself, you're struggling. It just doesn't make sense, guys. So all because you want people to praise you, you want people to say that, to give you a good title and call you all good names, guys. At the end of the day, it's that your immediate family that will always be there for you. You know, relatives, they'll be there, but trust me, when calamity or when a situation comes up that you really need their help, trust me, when you turn around, it's only gonna be your wife, and if you're lucky, your kids. You know, so please try to make your family in the diaspora, in the Western world, in America, comfortable before you go to make people, other relatives in Africa, comfortable, guys. That's my one tip today. If you love what I've said, guys, if you agree a little bit with what I'm talking about, please share this video, like and subscribe, guys, and stay tuned. Guys, one love. Bye.